Hey everybody! Boy, today is Thursday, February 5th. 5th of February. I like that sound. So today, oh gosh, I think I slept into about 8:30. I thought, and I got a shower, so I thought, well, I'm gonna go uptown. And of course, I always start my day off. I usually do my daily solitaire, and I need to get going. But I have a hat on because I'm cold. There's something about, what is it? The kerchiefs on their head. You lose a lot of heat of, from your head and feet. So I don't sleep in a hat, but my dad used to. I think he's just an old Mennonite guy. Just kind of like, that's probably what Grandma put on him. And speaking of Grandma Hochsteller again, how many of you used to, you'd put Vicks on and then you put a handkerchief on? Well, when I was a kid, I thought that kept your neck warm. But I got to think, I thought, is that what it was for, or was it to keep the Vicks off your sheets? I still don't know, but there's something about having Vicks on and that handkerchief. So, but if you know, write it down. Let me know, because or I can Google or Chat GPT it. Alexa hasn't been doing so much here for me lately. So I'm gonna get started here in a minute. But I wanted to tell you. Remember how I said that when Mom come over, I had her separate all my M&Ms. Yeah. And then we got the brown, we got the red, the yellow, the green. I thought there's some blue. Yeah, here's some blue. What I do that for is, I do that because I make a lot of M&M cookies. And like this weekend, I made some not St. Patrick's, the Patriots. I did blue and red M&Ms, and then for Seattle? Yeah, I think so. I did the blue and green. So when I was uptown, I went to Dollar General, and they had some sweatshirts, just plain sweatshirts. I think they were $9, $10, and then 25% off. And I've been wanting to get some more tops, sweatshirts made, and then I have the place where I get them at. I already have it, the emblem made or whatever, and then there's an initial $25, and she just has it out there. So I dropped those off, and then when I was there, she had bought one of my specials of the lotion and the cinnamon rolls, and then the owner came in, and like I said, I had a friend say, "Ask, they can say no." I mean, and I'm used to hearing the word no, so he says, yeah, he says, she'll get the lotion, I'll get the rolls. So that worked out well. And then she's going to make my sweatshirts. And then I picked up some, here we go. I made some stickers for my product to put on my cookies. So I've still got to get where I put the ingredients I need. I know what I'm going to be using to do it, so the equipment. So, and then when I walk in to a store or places I visit, a lot of times my cookies, they know there's something good coming. This is my favorite part. And today I did it Thursday. We're supposed to be getting some snow tomorrow. So those are a lot of times my freebies, and I do a lot of advertising. And what I do with the advertising is, like I took a cinnamon roll in today, and I said, hey, if you ever want to, treat the office staff, I said, this is what they're going to taste like, and I can do them in a big pan. And then when I went through McDonald's, there's this one girl, she's always so nice, and just to get a little smile from her, and so I gave her a roll. First I had to ask if she liked pecans, because it was my sticky pecan roll. So then I stopped at, oh, I told you I've been looking for this credenza, and ChatGPT told me, now don't get in a hurry and don't settle. So I don't know. Probably people aren't really getting rid of stuff right now because of the weather. I mean, we're still pretty snow covered, and they're just not. Excuse me. My nose has dripped since last January. I used to work with a guy, and he said, "Yeah, that's so funny." He says, "We say our nose runs and our feet smell." It is kind of goofy to say it that way, but it's true. So, but anyways, I stopped at the thrift shop, and when you can find something with a tag on it, I buy it. So they had this in the little Valentine section, and so I got 2 pair of socks, and yeah, and one it says all my something about, oh, all my kids have paws. So, and like I said, it did have the thing, and so I got 2 pair for $1.50, which it's fair price, yeah. So, and then this I had got 4 treat bags for 75 cents, which wasn't, but that's okay. It's a good cause. It's all volunteer help, and I used to volunteer at that place, so it's nice to give them, you know, my stuff, so I enjoy it. So, well, last year I started with, I would go get $10 of scratch-offs I'm looking for my quarter, scratch-offs every month, the beginning of the month. And it was funny, my grandkids, Brantley and Hallie, they said, "Gigi, don't you start doing that gambling stuff. Don't you get addicted to that," because they know I can get addicted to collections and things. So, but last year I think I ended up making over, and I stayed real. I think it was over $120 or $200 that I got. And I still have it in my little envelope. Yes, I have my little money in my little envelopes. And I don't know if I told you, but a few years back, I used to save $5 bills. And I decided to do that again this year. And gosh, I mean, just by the end of the year, you'll have $500. So, but sometimes I get mad when, like, I pay with a 20 and I get 3 5s back. It's like, no, I'm a rule follower. It has to go in that envelope. So, yeah, I'm trying to find my quarter, and here's another dumb thing that I collect. I keep quarters in my pocket, in my coat pocket, and I like play with them. And my granddaughter, she's 11. She says, "Gigi, is that your little sensory?" Like, gosh, when I was her, I didn't know. The new thing now, you know, kids have these little sensory things. They have little squish balls or whatever. So, but today we're gonna do scratch off. I used to watch this guy. I just don't know how I want to do this. I used to watch this guy, and wrong way. Why can't I figure this out? So dumb sometimes. Not dumb, but just aggravating. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scratch off, and we will see if I can get it to work. Good governor. Shouldn't be that hard, should it? We'll just do a few. You're like, guys, she's crazy. Okay, so what you do is you get Luck of the Irish Tripler. Match 3 identical prizes. Okay. I don't know if this will work or not. So how many of you guys are going to get snow this weekend? I hope we get some more. Well, I didn't win on that one. Gosh, last month I didn't win anything either. And I want to kind of keep my streak going. I think that'd be funny if y'all was my good luck. That would be great. Then we'd all go out and get some, wouldn't we? Yeah, right. There's 2 1,000s. That's not going to work. So yesterday I ended up making the rolls. You know, when I make the cookies, I can control myself. When I make the rolls, it's a little harder. It really is. So, but, yeah, I don't know if it's because it's the soft dough or what, but when I make my rolls, it's always fun to play with the dough, of course, and I know, so I'm not going to bore you with it. Of course, you make it, and this one you have to scald the milk. I had to look up how to scald the milk. I couldn't remember. So you kind of bring it right before it boils. It gets kind of like this little skin on top of it, and then little bubbles around the pan, and then that's what you're scalding the milk. So you let it rise, and then you get it in your rectangle. And I use a lot of butter, brown sugar, and a little cinnamon, and then you roll it up. And I use dental floss. And what you do is you put it under, and then you crisscross it, and that cuts. It cuts better than a knife. So, but yeah. And anyways, what I was going to get to was I put whipping cream on top, and then it bakes, so it keeps it kind of just. And we normally don't do the high fat, but I think when you're going to bake, go for it. Most people are just going to have one, maybe 2, 3 cookies, and then 1 or 2 rolls. So I don't think of it as a big deal, because you want it to taste good. If you're spending the money and buying for the baked goods is what you're wanting to do. So, but I was thinking, I bought 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I found 2 on the ground. I thought, God, I can't even count to 10. But, yeah, I don't know why I'm not coming up with stuff. I'm trying to think. The one gal, when I pulled up, she goes, "Oh, I saw your car. I got excited." She says, "I always know you have something in that basket." And I was saying, my grandma Feitner, that'd be on my mom's side, she used to have the coffee man come. How many remember the coffee man? I think it seems like the van was like a toffee or light brown on it, and then I don't know if they just like opened the side and you looked inside, or I don't remember. If you guys know or remember that, put it down below. Yeah. Oh, subscribe to me too, so you can hear more of my jibber jabbers. So, but yeah, I always thought that was fun. Of course, when you're that age, you just want the toys. But I remember Grandma buying out of that, and it was just back then, not everybody had a car, and now, let's see, we've got, well, there's two of us, and I have a car, and then my husband has a work truck, and then we have one that we pull our RV with, and then he has an old 1990 Dodge Diesel, and he's been kind of working on that. And then here recently, after looking for 3-4 years, he finally made the plunge and got a side-by-side. It's a Polaris, and he wanted the North Star, he wanted the heat, he wanted the AC, and I thought, well, that's not fun. I like it. You just out in the open. Well, I'm glad he did get it, because what he's doing with it is he'll drive it over to the woods. Our son-in-law, that he owns a woods, and he'll drive it over there, get a load of wood, come back, and he gets to stay warm, and then goes back over and gets another wood. So, yeah, he works hard, and he, like I said, but now instead of the fifth wheel, now we want to get a toy hauler, and he doesn't like to pull much over, I think 32. Our last one we got is a 36 foot, but he really prefers not quite so long. And I have been looking at them, and we take, I know I have not told you all this, but we take my mom with us a lot of times when we go in September, and a toy hauler won't be as plush, but won't that be fun that we can ride some trails, or because he's going to get it road ready for the road and get licensed and have the mirrors and everything. So yeah, really looking forward to that. So, but yeah, we'll see what the snow comes. Oh, I just saw Amazon pulling in. Gee whiz. I wonder what I bought. How many of you do that? You're like, oh my, what did I get? And a lot of times it's nothing, nothing really too exciting, but I think this might be my Mary Kay haul. But I'm so sorry about my nose. But just part of the year it was, like I said, it was beautiful, but it was 1 degree when I got in the car. And our garage is semi-heated because I showed you the register, and it was good. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm not really sure when the snow's coming, but it's not going to be big snow, but we have quite a bit on the ground still, and with 3 more inches, but it's going to be the wind, and then that's where we're going to get into the craziness of the drifting again. So, but there he is. I'll have to see what the guy's doing, huh? But yeah, I don't know. Did he stop or did he drop it off? We have two. Oh, he must have left it out by the garage. Let's be nosy. Let's go see what I got. Surprise, surprise, huh? Yeah, I've shown you guys my garage before. There's no place to put anything. That's why my kitchen's a mess. There's no place to put anything till we get this renovation done. Not sure what I got. Yeah, there's our wood burner. He's got a couple buildings back there, but isn't that pretty? Oh, and you see our trees? The deer have gotten those. So I hope they come back. I'm not sure. That was another thing that Brantley did. My grandson, he wanted to help Papa plant the trees. So Phil and Brantley dug the holes the night before, and they watered them, the holes, the dirt. And that kid, he had stayed overnight. That kid went out on a Saturday, and he had every tree planted. I mean, who does that? I don't know, but we were so proud of him. He just got right to it. And I think Papa told him he got so much per hole. He got $10 a hole or something. So let's see what I got. Oh gosh, I hope it's not embarrassing. I doubt it. Let me get scissors. Hang on there. Don't run away. I'm coming. Okay. Let's see what I got. I don't think it's Tupperware, because they come in their own boxes. It says Mary Kay all over it. Or not Tupperware. Mary Kay. So, all right. What did I get? Oh, gosh. Oh, I think this might be my light. I told y'all, when you remodel, you're like all of a sudden like, oh, I need to get this, I need to get that. So, and of course I went on ChatGPT to see which model of light to get. So, it could be my hanging light. We have, my husband, he could do electric, and we have a lot of electrical plugs. And see, when we got this house, it was one of those deals where you buy it for $30,000. It was that bad. And had some acreage with it. But yay, it's my light. Yeah. So, but anyways, above, you see this antique here, right here? there's no light above it, and it gets dark, and I like a lot of light. So do you remember? I didn't know they still made these where it's going to hang, and then you plug it in. So, ooh, something for him to do tonight. That means I better have something nice and hot for him to eat tonight. I don't know. Could be breakfast. He's had the same thing last couple nights, so what I'll do is put it in a freezer bag and we can eat it later, or do it from there. And then tonight maybe, I know last week we had pancakes 2 nights, but I think I got some smoky grillers. And yeah, he likes his sausage gravy, and but there is one recipe that is very, very easy to do, and sometime if you guys ask in the chat, I can get it to you. But it's you take sausage, basically crumbles, and a bag of potatoes, shredded potatoes. So I put the sausage in the pan for the potato soup, and then I put in two of the 32 ounce of the chicken broth. And then I put the potatoes in and kind of get them a little softer. And then you use a country gravy mix. Oh, that's actually a Weight Watcher recipe. But you just don't tell people that. But it's very good. And it does freeze well. I like to have some things on that I have in the freezer. Because sometimes when the kids come over, it's like, Hallie wants this, Bradley wants that. And I feel like, because we have this bar here and I'm on the other side, I feel like I'm at a diner. I want this, I want that. So, but I know I shouldn't give them so many choices, but like Phil said the other day, I have one chance, and as B, we call him B, Brantley, as he gets older, he's not always going to be one to come over here. And Hallie, she likes to come over. She's just always busy, and she likes to watch all these little things on TV. And when the two of them are here, fight. Oh my gosh, they fight. So it seems like either siblings get together. I mean, they really, really bond, and or they just fight. So I don't know. I probably fought more with my sister than I did my brother, but it's nice that sometimes you don't remember that part of your life. And I know Phil said with his brother, they had a sister too, but he and his brother would fight a lot, but it was like fun tussling. So, but I bet they fought when they looked down that register to watch them TV shows when they were a kid. I told you that story, which I thought was funny. So, but yeah, this afternoon I'm going to, there's a lot of semis out there on. Actually, the other day when I told you I can see Old 30, I can actually see the US 30 and I can see the Old 30, but US 30 is what I see first, and a lot of trucks out there. But I remember during COVID, there wasn't a lot of movement out there. Wasn't that? Sometimes I just think that never happened. How did that happen? I don't know. That was strange. So, but so you like my Snoopy hat? Yep, I'm in that era. I even named my cat Snoopy. I don't know why I named the cat Snoopy. It should have been a dog, but Mom and Dad, we didn't have dogs. We just had cats back in the day when we were growing up. So, but well, I'm sorry. I just was not chatty today. I'm going to have to find something to talk about, but I just wanted to show you my thrifting. And sorry, I really wanted to show you my little gambling things because I loved it. And I went to find that guy, and they said he doesn't do it anymore, but it was fun. I loved it. I like to see if he'd win or not. But like I said, I only do $10 a month, nothing harmful. So, and now that I don't drink beer, I guess this was my thing now is a $10 a month, and that's a lot cheaper than what my beer used to be a month. So, but yeah, next time you get by a thrift shop, go in. Hey, why not? It's fun, And this one goes and helps the community, and that's what's nice is when you can help somebody. But oh well, thanks for following me, and not much on the action. The painter, he couldn't come today, but he's going to be here maybe the next 3 days, and then I got to get this kitchen done, and I'll show you. See that stuff along the wall? That needs to get away so you can paint there. See those cookie jars? That needs to get out of there. Yeah. I know. No, I'm not normally this messy. I'm not. I have no place to put it. There's no place to put anything now. But those cookie jars are going to get a nice little tubby. Oh. Yeah. Alrighty. We will talk to you later. Peace out.